Hi, I'm Gabrielle, and this is case 4D for discussion week 4. I'm going to start with the facts, which is step 1 of the discernment process. Fact 1, Stacy, the patient, has a 15-week-old fetus, which is sick with the disease anencephaly, which means it won't be able to think or talk ever, and it will probably die a week after it's born. Fact number 2, not a threat to expecting mother Stacy. Fact number 3, doctors suggest abortion and nurses suggest that Stacy carry the baby and deliver full term. So step number 2, identify the ethical issues. Should the doctors and nurses be giving their opinions to the patient? Even though the fetus does not have a conscience, it also is still breathing and has a heartbeat. And is it murder to end the unborn child's life early, even though it is sick? Step number 3 of the discernment process, consider what right relationships require and what leads ultimately to human flourishing. Does the decision line up with the virtues, respect, honesty, courage, and integrity? And are the circumstances with the decision promoting right relationships with the patient, medical staff, the community, God, and the laws? Suggesting abortion instead of presenting options could be considered wrong. The nurse is also presenting their opinion is also probably wrong. And then the outsiders that were mentioned in the case that said that Stacy should be able to decide on her own was probably the right choice. Step number 4, brainstorm possible options. Make a list without your own opinion. Option number 1, listen to the doctor's suggestion and get the abortion. Option number 2, listen to the nurse's argument and carry the baby full term. Option number 3, ignore both doctors and nurses and listen to yourself, and Stacy can decide with her husband. So step 5 of discernment process, weigh options and select one. Eliminate any that don't line up with the previously mentioned virtues. So I picked option number 2, which was in step 4 before this, listen to the nurses. And I'll tell you why when I answer the discussion question at the end. Step 6 is the last discernment process step, and it's evaluate the decision against external and internal criteria. Can we live with the decision we have made despite the circumstances? The external is God, the people, church, etc. And internal would be our own opinions. Are we becoming our best version of ourselves? So to answer the discussion question, what would I do if I were Stacy? I would probably take the option with the nurse's argument and carry the baby full term. Either way, if the baby is going to die, I would not want to be a part of that, and I wouldn't want to end the baby's life earlier. I would just let God decide on his timing, and I would still deliver my child. Also, what if there was a miracle? Which miracles happen every day. What if you give birth to your child and it's going to live till it's 5 years old? And how happy would you be with the choice that you made not to listen to the doctor's suggestion of the abortion? So you never know what's going to happen. That's my take on it. You don't have to agree with me, but that's it.